We have
the ultimate list here.
That wasn't what I was going to say.
What were you going to say? We just had a big old argument. A little bicker.
We have 14 weeks left until we welcome a baby girl into the world.
Oh my god. Did you watch that TikTok I sent you earlier of that trailer?
Yeah.
I was literally
No, I was crying too. That's nothing to do with having a daughter.
I know it's not. Well, there's a daughter in there. And
what? The couple have a daughter that it's like nothing to do with the plot.
because they got a daughter. I'm gonna have a daughter. Oh my god, I cannot handle. I don't think I'm gonna be an emotional wreck. Even looking at baby names, I was getting emotional.
I just feel like I have been waiting this entire life for this moment in time to name a daughter. If you are new here, hello, welcome. We have two beautiful boys and we're about to welcome our third baby, a little girl, into the world. Could not be more excited, but also thought that I'd be much better prepared than I am to name the baby girl. With both of our boys, we were like, before we found out it was a boy or a girl, I was like, oh my god, like if it's a girl, we can think of this name and this name and this name.
But now we're
actually having
girl names are harder.
Girl names are so much harder because it's like, what avenue do you go down? Feminine, masculine, feminine,
soft.
Vintage, soft. Look at you, you've been looking at all the TikTok.
I think I should be a baby name consultant. I'm so
add it to the list. Footballer, graphic designer, baby name consultant.
I would make a good teacher as well.
Where have you got that from?
No, come on.
I think I'd make a good teacher.
All kids love me. I don't know why. No, come on now. Seriously, they do though. They do. Whenever we go to like a soft play, I always get a random kid just come up and want to play with me. And I'm like, alright mate, join in with the gang. Come play with me, Saint and Romeo.
So that means that you'd be a good teacher.
It does. Don't look at my list.
I'm not looking at your list.
You're still both of these, so yours. Then we'll name the daughter that name. You're like, oh, I came out of that.
Right guys, we just thought that it would be a bit of fun to film a video for YouTube on our names because we've done this for each pregnancy so far. We've done both boy names and girl names.
And we normally do top 5, but this time we're just going to give you everything.
Go for it. Also, we might tell you what we were going to name our first boy. If you were here for our first pregnancy, you will know we literally had a name the entire pregnancy of Saint, and his name was never going to be Saint. It was always going to be another name, and we literally had like personalised stuff made out of this name.
We still read books of Saint with
it written in it, because for the baby shower I was like, I want everyone to buy the baby a book, and then in the front of the book everyone wrote like 2. Never shared what that name is, I think because we knew we were going to have more children, and we always like kind of wanted to keep it in the locker just in case we had another boy, and then we felt like, but then we had another boy and
it just didn't feel right, did it? It didn't
feel right to name him that name because it was Saint's name the whole way, and I feel like the name didn't really go with Saint very well. Anyway, it's a whole story and we might tell you what it is today. I can't believe I was saying that. We have got boys and girls names to go through in this video. We obviously are pregnant with a girl, but we thought it would be fun to share boys names
as well. Because
we love them.
Yeah, everyone needs a good boy name as well.
And like we're in the like naming inspo land at the moment, do you know what I mean? So we're like, our minds are
We're here to help everyone out.
We're here to help you guys.
Our 2 boys are called Saint and Romeo.
Yeah, so we need a name that goes with that.
That sort of suits and goes with that.
I don't even know what vibe that is.
It's sort of like, there's no like theme, is there?
No.
Or a vibe. It's
like,
just
you know, like Sophia Richie called her daughter Eloise and everyone's like, oh my god, it's an old money name. Like, I don't know what our genre of names is, but we like...
I feel they're 2 different genres, but they go well together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just go with the flow kind of
More
people.
talking and not
Come
to
on,
the point.
Let's go. Okay, number 1.
Are we going to say...
Just come
on! Are we going to say what we might...
Yeah.
What? We're going to say what we might call our daughter?
Yeah.
Are you going to... Do you want to say that with me? I'm glad you're going to say that.
We have 2 girls' names that we are very, very torn between. We're not going to say which those names are, but we are going to mention the names in this video. But we're not going to say which ones they are, but we are very, very torn between 2 names. We think we have our top 2. But again, I learnt very much through our first pregnancy. I'm just not getting attached to a name that seriously until the baby is born.
It could all change within a moment.
So let's just not even... get attached. We have our 2 faves, but that could definitely change.
Okay, so I really like the name Eva. I said this to you.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like Eva is not strong enough name, but I feel like it needs to have a little bit extra.
Like
so
Everly.
Yeah, so I've got Everly.
Cute. My first one, Gigi.
I got Gigi. We've mentioned Gigi on the last video.
We have, and
it's always stuck
I love it, and I just think so cute. I also thought we could do a longer, like we could do Gianna. I thought Gianna was quite a pretty
No,
name.
no. I got
way.
Gianna as well.
Did I just see her written down
Gianna.
Lindsay?
Lindsay's not in there. Nothing wrong with Lindsay, by the way.
No, there's nothing wrong with Lindsay, but I just didn't think that'd be in your name, Locker.
It might be that.
Lindsay Swift.
Lindsay Swift. Very like soft name. Number 2 on my list, I've got Avery. Similar to Eva and Everly, Avery.
Matilda.
Oh, you do like Matilda.
I absolutely love the name Matilda, and I think
I do.
Millie or Tilly. I love the nickname Tilly. I just think that is absolutely gorgeous. Like, oh, love it. Really, really love it so much.
So my next name is Florence. Like the name
You've
Florence.
got really carried away with these TikTok names.
What
videos.
do you mean?
Because I've never heard. If I was to sit down on the sofa to you last night and say
Florence.
Florence, you'd be like, no.
Yeah, I like it. Flo.
Isabella or Isabel or something along that kind of route.
Yeah, I've actually got Isabel here as well. I like Isabel.
I just think Isabella is very girly. Like when I think of our daughter and like the vibe I want to go with for her bedroom and like just her girlhood years, like all the typical girl things like ballet, Swan Lake, princesses, and I just think Isabella like is just the most feminine name I can really think
It's
of
very
that
like
I love.
princessy.
I just absolutely love it.
She's smart.
Just gorge, you know? And I think Izzy is a really cute nickname, and I also really love the nickname Bella, or since watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, I actually really, really love the nickname Belly as well.
Similar to Isabel, that sort of vibe is Sophia.
I love the name Sophia.
Yeah.
And I think with our surname Sophia Swift,
Our surname. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
but we've been married for 2 years.
S Swift does sound good, like Saint Swift. Sophia
Yeah,
Swift.
yeah. I love the name Sophia actually.
I got a few other S's here.
Yeah, I do.
Summer Swift.
I've got Summer Swift. Summer is a really cute name, but we can't go with that name because we have a friend who has a daughter called Summer.
Bagsy there.
It's just like, I don't know where this name really came from for me, to be honest. And I feel like some of you guys might judge it. I really love the name Sandy.
I do like Sandy as well.
I
can imagine
know,
Sandy's
it's
a
kind
blonde curly locks. She's down at the beach every day.
Yeah, I mean, I just love it. And that's a very new name for me to love because, like, if you'd have said to me in St. and Romeo's pregnancies, okay, if you're having a girl, do you like the name Sandy? I'd have been like, no, but...
I've actually got another S here. Sasa.
Sasa?
Yeah.
Like Sasha,
Yeah.
but without the H.
Without the H. It means princess. That's why I liked it.
Zara.
You've liked Zara for a while as well.
We have kept all of our top 5 baby names from each pregnancy, and Zara was in my top 5 for a girl in our first pregnancy. So I feel like that's a real testament to how much I love the name, because then I put it down again for our second pregnancy, and I just feel like it's like Zara Swift. I feel like it's a perfect mix of like classic with a bit of a modern
Twist.
like zhuzh on it.
Would you spell it with a Z or S?
Z, because that would be Sarah.
Sienna.
Love Sienna. I think that was maybe on our first list with Saint as well. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So was Summer.
You know, she's quite soft, sweet.
I think that's really... Sienna Swift is a lovely
Yeah.
name. Again, I feel like this is kind of like down like Sandy vibes. And if you like Sandy, then I think you're going to like this one. I don't know where this has come from, but I really, really, really like the name Diana.
Diana.
Diana. Dee Dee for short.
Dee's not bad.
I think Dee Dee is so cute. And also, for me personally, a little bit of a backstory behind this one. My mum passed 4.5 years ago, and I would absolutely love, now that I have the opportunity to name a baby girl, I would love to be able to include my mum's name in it somehow. My mum's name was Deborah Jane. The only thing is though, I don't particularly love, like for my daughter, the name Deborah. I don't know if it's just because it was my mum's name. I feel like it's quite an old-fashioned name, and I feel like it just doesn't really go with my baby names that I like. So I'm almost kind of looking for a little bit of a replacement for Deborah, and I feel like Diana is the closest one I found that is of the same, like resonates with it and vibes with it.
I do like Jane as a middle name though.
I like Jane as a middle name because my middle name is also Jane. My name's Eleanor Jane, and my mum's name was Deborah Jane. It would be really nice to have Jane in my daughter's middle name as well. I'm also not like really picky about that. I feel like some people would expect me to be really picky about wanting that. I would rather have like a first name that I absolutely love and then like maybe have to change the middle name of it being Jane to something, because I feel like one of our favourite names, I feel like maybe it's just me, but I don't feel like it suits the middle name Jane. You know, one of our top names.
One of them does, one of them doesn't.
Yeah. And I feel like I would rather have the baby name that I loved over like using a sentimental middle name. I also love the middle name May as well, spelled M-A-E.
Okay, back onto me. I think I said this before in the previous one as well, but I actually like the name Darby.
You did say this in the previous one. Darby was my maiden name.
And I just think that'd be cool as well.
No, I just
Darby
don't like
Swift.
it. I don't feel like I'd ever...
Darbs. Darby Jane.
I just don't think... No, I just don't think I'd ever be able to look at her and like not see my surname.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, like we love, this is a sneak peek of the boys' names, but I love the boy named Carter, but my sister's married surname now is Carter, so I feel like I wouldn't ever be able to call a son that because I would just see their surname, you know? Anyway.
Funny you saying Carter, I've got here Cartier.
Yeah, you've liked that ever since that Australian Love Island. Cartier is a cute name. I really love the name Honey.
Honey's also cute. Honey. I feel like Honey is very much in the same bracket as Saint as a name.
Yes, I agree.
You know? It's like
totally agree.
breaking boundaries.
Yeah,
it's
a bit of an unusual name.
So I quite like place names. Like I quite like Chicago, which
Love the name
Kardashians
Chicago.
also use. So I was trying to figure out one like that, and I do like Sydney as a girl's name, as an S as well.
Yeah, I like place names.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Yeah, very
Do you know what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah. Okay, this one is quite themed because baby girl is due 3 days before Christmas. Noel.
Noel. I don't mind Noel.
Or Nola. I feel like they're quite similar.
Oh,
Noel or Nola.
Are they spelled
Nola's
Nola's
where-
too close to like Nola. Nola Polar. I don't know why that comes to me. Yeah, it seems more like a dog's name, like Nola.
Oh, we're blasting through the girls' names. I'm proud of us for
So
this.
another girl's name. I've forgotten how I pronounce
Linnea?
it. It's that one. It's not Linnea. Don't forget that A is there. Linnell.
What, you've got an A on the end?
Linnea.
Linnea.
Linnea. I like the name Linnea.
I follow someone actually who's just called their daughter LeMay, which I think is a beautiful name. I'm going to say my next two together because they're kind of similar. Arabella,
You've liked that one as well.
since the first pregnancy.
We've just repeated the same words.
Arabella. Or Luella,
That's two.
which I did name my hat.
You did actually. That's been lost.
That's been lost, unfortunately. Arabella, Luella. I just love the Ella at the end of the name. I think Arabella in particular is just a really beautiful, really feminine name. Yeah, and Bella for short, Ari for short.
Quite the name Sunday.
Love the name Sunday. You liked that last pregnancy as
Yeah.
well.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the name Sunday.
For a boy though, I think you liked it. Well, it's a unisex name, isn't it?
I quite like it for a boy name actually.
And you could
Sunday.
do Sunny as a
short
Short.
version. And then also Colby, which I thought was like a. Just imagine, you know, she's got a little cowboy hat on.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah,
know?
that's a cute aesthetic.
See, it's all about how you picture it.
Yeah. Okay, my last girl name is Etta.
Etta.
I think Etta,
Etty?
middle name Jane, or May even.
Etta Jane.
Etta Jane Swift. I love it. Again, Etty as a nickname.
Yeah.
Let's go on to boy names quickly, just to finish off the vid.
Okay.
Because why not?
Let's go through all of the. Let's do all of them and then we'll end on.
So, what Saint's name was? Okay.
Start with, I like the name Axel.
Yes, cute.
I've always liked this name Lars, because you know someone called Lars.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I don't know why, I just really like the name. Quite
Yeah.
like Swedish names.
Connor really, really wanted to call Romeo that for a while.
Saint would suit a Lars.
Saint would definitely suit
Like
a
blonde
Lars,
hair,
yeah.
blue eyes.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like a Viking. Cole,
Cole is cute.
Beck.
I like Beck a lot.
Beck's cool, isn't it?
Beckham could be the longer name. No, but I saw someone on TikTok use that actually, and then like Beckham was the full name, and then they would.
It's shorten it to
Yeah.
Beck. Bodie.
Cute.
Bodie's like a wise soul, you know.
Okay.
River. Levi.
Levi is cute.
Xander.
Oh, Xander was when we first got together, guys, like 10 years ago.
Xander was the original
And
boy
when
name
and when
for
we
us.
talk about like baby names, we loved the name Xander and we loved the name Esme for a girl as
Yeah.
well. They were
Forgot
our like
Esme.
baby names when we
They
were like 18,
yeah.
weren't they?
Jasper. I
Cute.
think Jasper's a cute little name.
Yeah.
And I've also got Sailor.
Love Sailor.
Love Sailor.
Saylor. Yeah, love Sailor.
Sailor. Crew.
Love
Worked Crew for a
Crew.
while.
We liked that for Romeo, didn't we?
Cruise as well. we
Cruise is
liked.
nice. Yeah.
Quite like the name Brooks. I feel like it's a
Yeah.
like a strong, unusual.
Yeah. I
boy
like the name
name.
Brooks. Bowden.
Bowden.
Bowden's cute.
You like Bowden? And
Bow.
then Bow for short.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is my boy name list. Have you got?
I have got a little bit of a boy name list. Shiloh, and I feel like this is a unisex name. I feel like you could definitely call a girl Shiloh as well.
I've seen that on the girl TikTok.
Yeah.
Shiloh.
I just think a little boy called Shiloh, and get this, if you were having twin boys, Shiloh and Sage.
That'd be a good.
That's cute,
combo.
right? Shiloh and Sage Swift. Jude. I really liked the name Jude for Romeo as well. I really like the name Teddy for a boy.
Teddy's
Cute. Cove, along the beachy vibes like Sailor, Cove, Sage,
Sandy.
Yeah, nice. Hunter, I've always liked the boy named Hunter, and I think it was a top contender for me, but Connor didn't like it in Saint's pregnancy. I just want to take a moment to appreciate Hailey Bieber's new baby name, Jack Blues.
Jack Blues is cool.
What a cool name.
Jack
I'm
Blues Bieber.
so on that vibe.
Is it blues or blue?
Blues. Okay, are we going to announce what our name with Saint was going to be? This feels like private information, don't you think, after all these years? It feels like we're literally bearing our soul. Like this was such a secret for so long. But the reality is that we are never going to use it. Saint was going to be called... Let's do it together.
No, Bubby, it's not that big of an announcement. You say it.
Grayson.
Grayson Swift.
And that name will always have such a sentimental...
Yeah. Little Grey.
Oh, we had things embroidered with this name on it.
We've got a robe upstairs.
Dressing gown, tracksuits. The Angel Collection tracksuit was with GS on the back. I love it.
Grayson Swift.
And I'll tell you for anybody that is wondering and like has been around for all those years, I'll tell you the funny story behind it. Okay, so it was called Grayson the entire pregnancy. Like we were so dead set on it. We were not changing the name.
Nope,
then about a week before I gave birth.
I still remember this walk.
Me too. I remember exactly where in the woods
it was on the corner, wasn't
it? Yeah. And Connor said, I've actually told Connor he's never allowed to do this again. Like this is prime bicker in our relationship and in our marriage is when we have made a decision and then Connor's like, shall we just...
It's just my...
double check that decision.
I'm so indecisive. I was like, let's just double check it just to make sure.
And such a perfectionist. And he was like, okay, I know we're literally due next week, but let's throw around some other names just to make sure that none of them compare to Grayson and I'll love for it.
I don't know why though, because we both loved it.
I know.
So I was like, what? Anyway.
Maybe that was Saint just telling you,
Yeah.
that's not my name, Dad.
Maybe.
You know, I said Saint Swift, and it was a name that we had toyed around with at the start of the pregnancy, and we really liked it. And I think we mentioned it in the baby name video
4 years ago.
And I was like, oh, Saint Swift. And then we were like, oh yeah, but then what would the middle name be? And then we were thinking, and then I again came up with the middle name Seven, because Seven is a very sentimental number and word for us in our relationship. So then we said that name out loud. We were like, Saint Seven Swift.
It's got a nice ring to
And
it.
we looked at each other and we were like, oh no, I literally
What are we
can't
doing?
believe this. We were like, okay, if he comes out and he's like this little like diddy little blonde boy,
fair skin.
yeah, then like his name is Grayson. If he comes out and he's more like Connor and he's like a bit bigger, then I think that's Saint Swift. Saint was born, he was very, very jaundiced. He had black hair just like Connor. He looked like Connor's twin when he was born. And I literally took one look at him after the midwives left the room after giving birth, and I was like, Connor, that's Saint.
Saint, yeah.
And so it stuck. And now Saint is literally exactly how I always pictured Grayson to be, which is why in my subsequent pregnancies and like this pregnancy, I'm not getting myself like tied up into an aesthetic of the name, because I just think you can't do that, because Saint's aesthetic changed over the first like year of his life so much. He would so suit Grayson.
He looks like a Grayson. You can't tell me any different.
He does, but he is Saint through and through. I just think it's really funny to think about, like, if we'd have called him Grayson, what would have happened with the rest of our baby names, because we wouldn't have gone with Romeo if Saint had been called Grayson.
We actually have one name which we think
we would have gone
with, which was Gabriel.
Yeah, we think we would have had Grayson and then Gabriel, and then I don't know what we would have done.
Maybe Gigi.
Yeah.
The G's.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. And that could be our set of children. We could have Grayson and Gabriel.
Gray and Gabe. and Gigi. That's the best thing about baby names is whatever you pick is the
It's their
right
name.
and it's
Like,
their name.
at the end of the day.
And they will always suit it, regardless of the name.
Okay guys, that is going to go ahead and finish off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope if you are looking for baby name inspiration that maybe this video was able to offer
given you at least
some.
one or two.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought. Like I said, we haven't chosen a name for baby girl yet. It's just really fun being able to explore all the options. As time draws nearer to meeting her, I am getting more and more like, oh my god,
we need to pick.
We need to pick, because I want to start buying like personalised stuff. I don't know.
Even though that didn't work out great first time.
Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you in the next vlog.
Love
Bye,
ya.
guys.